Assalamualaikum and hi, I bid to Dr. Bakar. This is my proposal to organize an event called Dream of a Writer, catered for group of Form 5 students that will be sitting for their SPM examination soon. All level of English proficiency is welcome to join the board as there will be a lot of fun activities as follows. The first activity called back-to-back draw. To begin an event, it is important to have an icebreaking or warm-up session before proceeding with any other activities. The purpose of this activity is to make sure that every of the students get to know their team member. Other than that, they can also boost their energy, leads to positive mind, and they will feel welcome throughout the event. In this activity, everyone will be put in random group with random people so that everyone will face new faces and also meet new people. All members in the respective group will have to introduce their name by sticking a piece of A4 paper at their team member's back and write their name on it letter by letter. For example, Ali will stick a paper onto Adi's back and write his name. Adi will have to guess what Ali's name is, and that goes the same to everyone. Everyone will have to write down all the team members' names that they have guessed, and they will introduce it in front. The outcome from this activity is there will be a lot of funny names coming out from each person as they cannot really catch what their friend has written down. Some of these students might also get their friend's name correct if they paid full attention to what their partner is jotting down. Somehow, this is kind of a new game for some, and if they cannot understand the instruction or how the game is played, our facilitator will be glad to demonstrate it to them. All in all, this is a great game to develop a verbal communication and spark the joy, especially if they are meeting each other for the first time. Moving on to the next activity, which is the Poetry Explorers. To keep these students stay energetic, a game called Explorers will be conducted. This activity requires the students to use both their cognitive and physical skills. So this activity aims to develop cognitive and physical skills for the students. For this activity, every group will go to different checkpoints, and they will have to complete every of the checkpoints task for them to proceed to the next checkpoint. Every checkpoint will be provided with some questions for the students to answer them. If the students have successfully answered all the questions, they can use the answers as a hint for them to write a poem about nature. So basically, their poems contain what they have answered in the questions. If they did well for all the questions, they can produce such great and beautiful poem. There will be 6 checkpoints, and every group will have to go to all these 6 checkpoints so that they can get marks. Facilitators in charge will be jotting down marks for each group. All groups will only have 1.5 hours to complete all the checkpoints, and the group with the most checkpoints checked and get all the answers correct will be chosen to be the winner for this activity. For instance, for checkpoint number 1, one of the question might be, I am green and light, what would I be? Then the students will have to figure out the questions. The answer is leaf, so the students can use the word leaf to create a poem about nature. They will be given some time to create their own poem, and they will read it out loud in front of everyone. The outcome for this activity is students will be able to build their own poem based on their creativity and idea. For some students who have any health issue and not be able to catch up the pace of this game, they can inform to the facilitators to get assisted. Besides, every student will be provided with a bottle of water and a mini fan to get them through the day. To sum up, this activity is not only to give chance for students to build their own poem, but also for them to admire the exquisite view of the nature. And our last activity will be Picture Perfect. The final session is called Write It Well, Picture Perfect aims the students to write a short essay based on the picture that they will get. This is to ensure that they can use their imaginary skills and transfer it into writing. It is also important for them to visualize it before they can write because sometimes students have difficulty to write an essay without visualizing them first. So the purpose for this event is to make sure that they can use their imaginary skills and transfer it into writing and also to enhance their visual skills. Every group will be given a picture. It can be a character, an object, a scenery, a place, or a person. Then, the students will have to write a short essay about the picture. It does not matter what this essay or this story will be about. It is depending on their own creativity and idea. Besides, time given for them to write it will be around 30 to 45 minutes. After they have done writing their essay, all groups members will be given chance to read their essay and everyone will also be able to ask questions about other group's essay. For example, Group A's member will ask the Group B's member who is presenting, where is that story happens, or why do you use that name for your essay's character, and many other questions. This questions and answers session is to make sure that everyone does not feel bored throughout the storytelling time. Other than that, they can also use the information they get from their questions for their own essay writing in examinations. It cannot be denied that some of it might be useful for some students. The outcome for this activity is we can identify which students that will write an excellent essay and which students that will produce an average essay. After we have evaluated all the essays, we will choose some of the students with excellent writing to share their knowledge or experience on how they manage to write such bombastic essay. So everyone will get to learn from the knowledge or experience shared and implement it into their next writing. We believe that this is a good way for all the students to help each other in doing their best for the upcoming examinations. Since it is a short essay, some students might have a hard time during writing it. To overcome this issue, a facilitator will be ready to give their hands to assist. They can ask for any tips or questions if they do not understand. Our facilitator will be glad to help them out. Moreover, they will also explain more about the picture or give some hints if the students cannot really imagine or visualize it. I think that is all for my event. I hope this proposal really catch your attention. Thank you.